Hello, 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 and welcome to another edition of the Brian Colletto Show, streaming on my LinkedIn and YouTube by way of Restream. I'm your host, Brian Colletto, and first, welcome to the show. And if this does cut in and out, whether it's live or on replay, my apologies. The internet is acting a little bit wobbly on my computer. Um, Also, my apologies that this is being recorded on Tuesday night and not my usual Monday. There were a few reasons that I didn't do the show last night. One of the reasons was because I had family coming back from a 2 week trip. And the other reason was because we had very bad storms in the area last night. But we are okay where I am. So um, just very small pockets of water on the floor in the basement, but nothing in terms of a major flood. So let's get down to the topics that we are here for. So, autism. So, this past week, I saw a video from, I believe it was CBS News, and this was about an individual, young kid. I think he's 15. He has nonverbal autism, but he also has another special need as well. And for many years, he couldn't communicate anything, not even with a device. But they found that he can communicate with his right thumb. So now, when somebody asks him something, he can use a device with his right thumb and say exactly what it is that he wants to say. And I thought that was cool. And it goes to show you that when you don't give up and you keep fighting for uh, the best ways for the individuals, that eventually you find what works and their world becomes easier, and so do the caregivers of these people. So that's what I wanted to say about that. So kudos to that family, kudos to the individual. Uh, so the next thing I've listed down in my show notes for tonight is fitness goals. So this is going to tie into what I just mentioned about family coming back from a trip, um, which included my mother. And that is that during the 2 weeks that she was away, I set a goal to run on my treadmill for at least a mile every day while she was gone. And I did that. And not only did I do that, but some days I topped out at 2.7 miles per hour. Now, for those that may not be familiar, I have a portable treadmill that looks like a walking pad. I can move it from one room to another. It goes up to 7.6 miles per hour. So I can run on the thing. And um, and the scale didn't say too much, but I definitely felt a difference with doing this. Even when I started running in the neighborhood a few years ago during the COVID pandemic, I never did it 14 days in a row. Nowhere near it. Maybe 5, but not 14. Um, so, but I'm proud of myself for doing it. Um, I wanted to try to surprise my mom a little bit with some kind of transformation while she was gone. And I think I did it to some degree. So her biggest question was, "How do you feel?" I said, "I feel good," and that's what matters. So on to the fun part, last week that I attended. So this past Wednesday, I went to an what has become an annual multi-chamber networking event with these two particular chambers of commerces, and it was fun. Um, it there was a patio and there was a pool, although none of us wore bathing suits to go into the pool. But there was a local ice cream company there sponsoring, and it was a fun event. It was the third year in a row that these two chambers have put this annual event on at the same hotel. The next day, a different chamber of commerce that my workplace is a member of, and it was almost that I met this particular chamber, and it was at the same place that I met them last July, Orchard Park by David Burke. Now, um, many of you probably don't know the name David Burke. I didn't either when I found out that he was a celebrity chef. I'm not an expert in food cooking, but I did get to meet and take a photo op with Chef David Burke, who recently got inducted into the New Jersey Hall of Fame. Congrats to him. And yeah, it was stressful trying to get that photo op during the limited time that he was there, but I did it. So I'm proud of myself for that. And I'm proud that I was able to do a little bit of networking at that event. And then the next night, I went back to that same town, East Brunswick, for part 2 of their summer market series. This one titled Sundown. The other 2 summer markets, one that previously took place, one that will take place, were or are both on Sundays. This one I went to this past Friday was on a Friday night. And I got there late, but the sun had gone down, so it was a lot cooler. And parking was hard to find, which was both good and bad. Bad in the sense that it took a while. Good in the sense that that people were coming out for the event. And prior to that, earlier in the day, since that was 7-Eleven, it was, of course, 7-Eleven day. I did get my free Slurpee, as I do every year over the past decade, except for 2020, of course. And that was fun also. This past weekend, didn't do too much except mowing lawn outside both Saturday and Sunday morning, and of course my running. So that is the scoop on where I'm at. And yes, uh, by the way, the family that traveled back in, they did get home safely. Their flight arrived after the storms that took place. So wanted to throw that in there as well. So however much you listen to this, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope to be back next Monday at my regular time with another show. And until the next time I come on, I send you all love, light, blessings, and peace. Take care.